Ladies and gentlemen, events like this, especially when they come at the end of the year, they come when sometimes we are tired. We've spent the whole year working so hard until the last bits of our energy, when our tanks run empty, and we just want to run the last mile. Sometimes we therefore use these events not only to celebrate, but also to reignite ourselves and to reignite one another. As the most apt saying goes, you cannot pour from an empty cup. I will therefore take this opportunity to throw another goodie bag in for you, in the form of this lady who is a mother of 3 boys. Now that must be a lot of work. I have 2, and I'm not a mother. Who's an author, who's a poet, and also a group CEO of Fisha Health Group, but most importantly, she's a child of God, and in her profession, she's also a life coach. I want to invite to give us a motivational speech, Ms. Mapula Fisha. Please give her.
Good evening, FlyFofa class of 2022. Good evening, FlyFofa class of 2022. Woo! It is such an honor to be standing here to address you this evening. And let me start by greeting the chairman, my brother, Mr. Thabo Fisha, and the CEO, my sister, Mrs. Jackie Fisha, and distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. And as they've already introduced me, my name is Mapula Fisha. I work with many people in my day-to-day life, and I'm really honored to be standing here in front of you to try and encourage you. I wish there was someone also there to encourage me when I graduated, so that I would know what needs to be done and what not to do. It is not easy, ladies and gentlemen, to achieve anything in life. I'm sure I'm talking to people who can agree with me that it is not easy that you've arrived at this moment. Am I telling the truth? It couldn't have been easy. There are so many challenges along the way. There's academic challenges, there's financial challenges, there's social challenges. There are so many challenges that you've had to grapple with. And I want to encourage you to take this moment, to just savor the moment, enjoy the moment, because you did it. You made it. You and you and you. You did it. It is your own achievement. You are at the pinnacle where you wanted to be at the beginning of this year, isn't it? The beginning of this year, you set goals for yourself and you said, I want to, when the year ends, I want to be at this level. And here you are. Take some time to let it swell inside your mouth. Don't be quick to swallow, because you are going to dig deep. Later in life, when the going gets tough, you're going to have to remember this moment and to encourage yourself from this moment and say, yes, I did it. Yes, I can do it. Yes, I made it. So it is really, ladies and gentlemen, an evening that you must celebrate. I saw you have someone here performing for you. Dance like there will never be another day, because it is your moment to savor. For me, this moment, along with many others, are shattering the glass ceiling, and I hope it is doing the same for you. I remember when I was growing up, I also wanted to be a pilot. So I said, I want to be a pilot. And I was inquiring, and they said, no, your marks are too low. Your marks are too low. And then I said, what else is there in the aviation industry? I was looking around, and my brother said, no, I will do it before you. I'm going to be a pilot. When he went to that school, he actually, when he got admitted and passed, and I said, the glass ceiling is cracking for me. The glass ceiling began to crack. And when him and his wife opened the aviation company, and I said, the glass ceiling is shattered. So you, ladies and gentlemen, as you sit there, I don't know if there are any parents here, but if parents are here, I'm sure they are also excited. They cannot believe, and I just want to congratulate them for persevering, because it's not easy to get your children to achieve and finish, to go to such a prestigious industry and have the money to finish, and have the brains to finish, and have the perseverance to finish. Because these skills are skills that you're going to need much later in life. And you don't have to look that very far, ladies and gentlemen. You heard your chairman. He told you about the plans that FlyFofa has. He told you about the achievements that they've already achieved. So for you, it is like you are in a relay. You know, when you are in a relay, the success of the last person depends on how fast the people before him or her have been running, how far they got in relation to others, isn't it? So you are in a relay, and you've got people there who have done it for you. They've shown you that it can be done. They've shown that it can be done. So you are not starting like where we started many months ago. This was just something unattainable. But you guys know, you don't need to look far. You have role models sitting right in that table. You don't need to look far, and you know it can be done. You are not starting from scratch. You are starting from there. You are ahead of the pack, because people in other schools do not get to see people who started from the bottom and made it. So they think, maybe I ought to have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for me to make it. So you guys know that even with nothing, you can get there. You are in a relay, and do not disappoint the team. Please do not disappoint the team. You are ahead already. We are looking forward to you guys running and finishing first. We are looking forward to you guys shattering more glass ceilings. We are looking forward to you guys considering what is happening in the world and seeing how do we incorporate AI in the aviation space. There's so many developments that have happened that you guys, so don't say, oh no, if Mr. and Mrs. Fisher have already started an aviation school and they're gonna have an airline and all of these things that the chairman was talking about, where do we start? It means you start after the airline. Beyond the airline, what is there? What is there beyond the airline? That's for you to imagine. That's for you to think about and say, these guys showed us that you can open an airline. It's not just SAA and them who can. We can also do it. Then what is beyond that space where they reach, the distance they've covered? They've already covered the distance. What is beyond? Is it another airline? If it's another airline, what type of airline is it? And what opportunities? There are many, many, many opportunities for you. What opportunities does the artificial intelligence and all this 4IR, what does it bring to the aviation industry? And I'm about to finish, ladies and gentlemen. I remember when I was also graduating, there was a speaker who came to talk to us. I studied business management. So the speaker came to talk to us and said, you business leaders of tomorrow, I have 2 advices for you. 1, don't go to jail. 2, he said 2, remember that at the end of each transaction that you're involved with, it's a human being. Now, at the time, it didn't make any sense. For me, I was like, what does this guy mean? What does this guy mean? Don't go to jail. I mean, we are business leaders. Is that advice to give us? But I'm sure I'm talking to people who can see what is happening in the country and who can see that as a business leader, you can't go to jail. And people who can see that there are so many decisions that are taken day to day by business people that do not consider people on the other end. For me, my advice to you is 2 things also. Perseverance, because right now you've got your qualification. But it's not going to be easy to move to the next step. It will not be easy. So you need to be able to persevere beyond, because there are so many other obstacles that were not there when we were studying business. There are so many other obstacles. Last but not least, find innovative ways to solve your problems. Persevere, think outside of the box. Whatever solutions, think outside of the box, because what you know, what is the norm, may not necessarily solve the problems for you. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations on your achievement, and I wish you to soar more than the planes that you are flying. Thank you so much.